The outgoing president of the Chamber of Commerce has called for an assessment of how the government is undertaking reforms with the view of improving St. Lucia's standing in the World Bank's Ease of Doing Business report.
If with more countries jumping on the reform bus, and we have implemented only one reform, yet our ranking has declined by only 4 points, there may be some good things that we are doing. I say this because I'm aware that many other countries across the world and region are investing huge resources in reforms. Are we investing significant or sufficient resources to expect multiple reforms? When I look at the places where we get really poor scores, registering property, 104th, getting credit, 152nd. This is, I think, out of 183. Resolving insolvency, 109th. Paying taxes, 83rd. It suggests that these areas, if we tackle them, we can make significant headway. Yet they are probably the areas that will take the most work, i.e. legislative amendments, institutional setup, and serious policy review. The areas of starting a business and trading across borders may appear to be the easiest to see success, but the impact or return may not be as great as if we get reform in the other areas previously mentioned.
Gordon Charles says officials need to accelerate the speed of reform and be realistic in their action.
The Ease of Doing Business Task Force may be attempting to address too many issues simultaneously. The important thing to note is that some of the efforts expended so far and where reforms have taken place, in fact, do not impact the ranking directly. Yet they are already having positive impact on doing business in St. Lucia already. For instance, the automation of the import license application process, though it requires some improvements, has provided increased speed and reduced steps in the process. We can specifically point out the efforts of the Customs and Excise Department and SLASPA and encourage them to not be daunted, as their efforts are already impacting business positively, as their actions have already improved a number of processes which are working well but may never be captured in the report. We should also recognize the preparatory work being done by the Ministry of Economic Affairs with the insolvency legislation, National Competitiveness and Productivity Council, and SLASPA with the creation of the Commercial Court, as well as the efforts of the Chamber with the Single Window and Credit Bureau, which will have impact when implemented.